This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. Another season of EA Sports college football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the USC Trojans and the Florida Gators. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Catching up with the Trojans head coach before the game, he understands the challenge at hand. Bringing this team in here to an SEC opponent, it is going to be a very big task at hand. But he knows his players want to show that they are just as good, maybe overlooked, not as highly recruited. He said he's got a very motivated squad on his hands today against the big boys. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. So USC's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. And he takes this from inside the 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Jones wants to throw it. Right side, it's Gibson. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
First carry of the season for this transfer. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Opening drive of the game, and they're facing 3rd and 1. They'll move the wide receiver. Again, it's Jarrett Gibson. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 50. At the 30. 10. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. Finds Zach Brees, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting the tackle for loss.
made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to throw, it's Denson. Still looking to his right. They're going to mark him just inches short of getting that first down, but he is so dangerous when he takes off on the scramble. Let's see what they do on 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end.
Great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Second down, gonna throw it. Rushes on. Hit as he throws. Had to force that one.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Buying time to his right. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out in the field, because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive, and he does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback, and I think we saw a little bit right there in that nickel package, now setting up 4th and long.
Pulls it in. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running inside, it's Gibson. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Jones to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Gators. Made the grab in the end zone for 6. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? That the quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
He'll bring it out. It's Napier. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll run it. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Turning it on. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Unloads in the nick of time.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You can tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Long way to go on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bowman. Still on his feet at the 45. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown, cut into their opponent's lead.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to pass on second down. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Rid of it on the RPO. On the move at the 30. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Inside, it's Anderson. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Looking downfield, it's Denson. Moving to his left. Going to try to get it himself. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Flush to the left. There he goes. Has enough for the first down as he steps out of bounds, and we're at the 2-minute timeout. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Hand it to the back. There's a creep. Oh, it's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. He wants to throw it. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down.
That's just a great job by the defense. winning early in the drive to set up a 3rd and long situation, and then they're just playing back. They're making sure they keep the football in front of them, they make the tackle, and they now set up 4th down.
But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Got to make the play on 4th. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
2nd and long here. Handoff for Jarrett. Breaks into the open. Give him 96 yards rushing already here in the 1st half. It's a season opener, but he's in mid-season form. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Making the adjustment on the play. Jones wants to throw it. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit, and you see more drops over the middle of the field.
Fires to the wideout. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. They want to throw it. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the 1st down.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the 1st down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the 1st down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4 down territory. The offense still on the field. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The Gators will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. On his way back from the 20. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. He'll pull it down, and he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Needs it here on fourth down. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchable eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the #1 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the home team in a heavyweight battle against a fellow top 5 team. And this one is as tight as can be. It's early still, but so far this one has absolutely lived up to the hype. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
The tackle. That's a really nice job by this defense maintaining outside leverage and knocking him down behind the line.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Moves the pocket. It's Denson. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. And something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception. But they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Gators will hustle to the line. On third down, here's Gibson. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Wide receiver going in motion. He's changing the play. Snapped on 4th down. Turns it upfield. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Napier. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Keeping his eyes downfield. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Out wide right, it's Bowman. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Trojans headed quickly to the line.
And you got to imagine at halftime, there were some words being thrown around. Obviously, guys, we can't throw around those words in the booth right here. But coming out in this 2nd half, like no points in the 1st half and putting a drive together, that's what this offense needed. A lot more energy, a lot more emotion.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
On the move. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Right down the gut of the field. And he scores! Touchdown, Trojans! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 39-yard run to the house. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. Deep in the end zone, it's Napier. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Still second down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.
You know what, Reese, and it is a great play, and I think they were in nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you can see it pay dividends on that third down.
Punt is on its way. Not a lot of room to field this one. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. This has been utter domination through three quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. 129, go! Gibson again. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game.
Snags it, and there's running room. Inside the touchdown, Gator. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Guided out of bounds at the 34, and the running game really coming through.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncovered.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on it.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
That just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic with his... It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Bunch formation for these receivers. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
Jones to throw. Looking for the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
From the gun, it's Gibson. Turning it on. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Got his man. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Got it looking for a first. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And add it on again. This This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
He'll bring it out. It's Napier. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Give to the back. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.